Hey, what's up? I'm Al Cox. I play games, make games, and everything in between. We're talking about a helpful resource for Buildbox 3, where I was able to find specifics on how to adjust the collision editor and how to select multiple items at once in Buildbox 3. Before I begin, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, let's get going. Now there's only 6 articles and I feel like they could be organized a little bit better. Got nodes, introduction to small assets, adding score, making your own character move and jump, basic control, and collision shape. That's what we're gonna be checking out today. Now in this tutorial, I'm gonna bring up a file I was working on the other day for fun. And here we can see the object must have a physics attached to it. In this specific case, the physics is for a cube, then there is the object. So let's go to my BBdoc file right here. Here we can see I have multiple cubes, but the collision shape, which I think is this little box inside, I did not know how to adjust, and now I do. Oh, looks like I need to select a bunch of these objects. Let me go ahead and select a bunch of objects right now. You can see why this is super helpful. It's this icon right here. It would be the select tool. If you take your mouse and move over these objects, they will highlight and say what they do, but you need to keep it there for like 2 seconds and can't move. The select tool, this is the move tool, rotate tool, scale tool, and multi-tool. So we want this one, the select tool. And now this allows us to just select everything. To be clear, I don't want this wall over here. So I'm gonna go up and select, I think it's called ground, deselect the wall, cool. And we can see it's unselected. Looking at this documentation, if we want to check the collision shape, you need to click the control shape editor button on the upper right hand side of the scene editor. Let's go. Here we have the camera tool, also very helpful. If you press it and you see from the camera, that button's always been there and I was looking for it now that I know it's there, I will never forget it. This one I believe is just a movement tool, and this one is 2D, which just takes you to a specific angle. One is the collision editor. Select this. We want to adjust the collision shape of all these boxes. And here we can see that everything lights up. Now, this is kind of cool looking. I'm just moving around to just get a better look. I can move the mouse forward and backwards to zoom in and out. I can press spacebar and then the hand will come up, and then I left click to move up or down, or right click to move at an angle. You can see that there's a lot of movement. And since we're in 3D, we want to get like a cool angle to see what's going on. Right now we have the move tool on, but we don't want to move anything. We want the collision shape of the box not to be in the red cube, but to be around the red cube. So we'll need to select the scale tool. And here we can see this moves up, and it looks though the object is set around the collision shape, which, to be fair, I wasn't sure, and it looks like now I am sure. At the same time, we can look at this triangle and also adjust the collision shape. So the collision shape for the triangle is this square box, which doesn't make sense for a triangle. We definitely want to move it up. So let's move it up like this. And let's take a look at documentation. We can go into the asset library and select a different shape. So let's try that. Asset library, find a pyramid, add to library. So we already have a pyramid in here, and this mesh is a pyramid mesh. So here the collision shape is a cube. So we need to go into the pyramid. Let's go ahead and delete that. Click on start. Type our collision shape mesh. And then we select the mesh. I'm learning load. And now we can go into the 3D world. Okay, so I had moved it before, and now we are still in the collision shape editor, and I can select this one for move, and let's go ahead and move it down. I just can just change the Y to 0. Maybe, did that work? It did work. The collision shape is actually around the triangle as opposed to being a cube that's below the triangle. You know, it's amazing how much you can learn when you just read the documentation. Now that I know the collision shape is as I want it, I'm still confused why it looks like there's a little box in here. Whoa, that was cool. Oh, snap. I accidentally grabbed all the shapes of the boxes that I had previously selected. So they're all connected somehow. So let's Control Z that. I don't want to mess with any of these. They're all level 6. So I'm going to unclick collision shape. And it looks like everything's back to normal. Let me grab one of these cubes out here. I have to say, just moving around in this 3D world is kind of fun. I do wish that there was a way to add some kind of cool landscape in the background. Since I'm just figuring out collision shapes, it's best to take it slow. I want to confirm that the shape is what I think it is. Okay, so here it's making it bigger and wider. Okay, cool. That's for rotation. This is interesting. This is for multi-tool. And this, I think, has some cool abilities. Here is changing the collision of it, which I need to be careful. So looks like I can rotate it into different axes. And it's actually kind of really cool to see it happen over here too. So let's Control Z. I don't want to change any of that. And yeah, I think it looks good. I'm going to go ahead and move this baby back. And let's go ahead and play with what I had set up originally. What I do want to play with is the pyramid now that the collision shape is correct. Let's do some cool stuff. It's a lot of fun to just move around in a 3D world like so. Add that bad boy there and jump into the world and see what we got. Okay, interesting. So the pyramid, that looks cool. That is the collision shape. You go here, follow these steps, and we're good to go. As you notice, I marked a little happy face. If you watch this video and go to this, check it out and hit that little face. So that's the collision shape. And remember, the ability to select multiple items at once is this tool right here, which I was looking for seriously. And now I know how to do it. This is a game changer. If you want to follow along as I learn Buildbox 3 and go through some basic fundamentals, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.